So one day in my after-school program when I was in second grade, I was grabbed by the ass by one of my classmates. I was standing in line at the door to one of the classrooms with my friends and other people waiting for my after-school teacher to open the door. Me and my friends were just talking when we heard a group of boys behind us screaming and laughing at each other. It was normal, so we paid no attention to it until one of the guys behind me and my friend group decided to grab both of my thick second grader ass cheeks and pull me almost down the stairs. The only reason I didn't fall down the stairs was because my friends were holding onto my arms and practically ripping them off. The guy finally decided to let go after I started screaming for my arms, ass cheeks, and life. That's when the teacher came back and saw me hugging one of my friends tightly, scared and almost crying, while one of my other
One time my drama class teacher had gone home sick, so we were just put in a classroom with a movie to entertain us for the period when an alarm went off. None of us were sure if it was the fire alarm or the lockdown alarm, so we all head out into the hall to check and no one's out there. So we head back in and climb under our desks as is lockdown procedure. Cut to an hour or so later when a teacher bursts in and nearly dies of relief because the school was on fire and we were the only students not accounted for, and half the faculty and fire department had been searching for us for ages. Literally, the whole school had filled with smoke while we kept super safe under our wooden desks. When I was 8, my guy best friend and I had a sleepover. It wasn't awkward until we had to go to sleep. He let me sleep on his bed, and he slept on the couch in the same room. The moment I got in his bed, the sheets smelled bad, but my ignorant ass thought it was because he was a boy. After I laid in his bed for 20 minutes, I realized it was his piss. This moment I had to go pee, and I decided to pee in his bed because it's no big deal. He heard me peeing and asked what I was doing. I soon realized that his sheets were wet because they were washed, but no dried, and they smelled bad because the detergent. Fun time. Smiley. I had a boyfriend named Aiden. Keep in mind we were both freshmen. One day at school he asked if he could come over tomorrow to my house and have sex. I said yes. My mom didn't know, so he had to sneak in somehow. I had a window in my room, so I told him when he comes I will hold a ladder up so he can get in. He said okay and I walked away. Like 3 hours later I saw him with another girl kissing. I didn't tell him that I saw that. I just left it alone. The next day when he came to my house I got the ladder and put it up to my bedroom window. When he was almost finished climbing the ladder, I moved the ladder and made him fall all the way down. He broke a leg and I think his arm, but I didn't care. I just walked away and let my parents or somebody find him on the ground. From Anonymous.
When I was in middle school, I had a weird-ass obsession with bath bombs, and every time I used one I would post a video of it on my Snapchat story, and one time I posted the video after I had already taken my clothes off, and I didn't notice anything wrong until I started getting dozens of phone calls and text messages from my friends and random people on my Snap telling me to take down the video. I rewatched it and didn't see anything bad, so I showed my mom and she started yelling at me and pointed out that my naked reflection was in the bath faucet. I checked my story and saw that it already had 200 views. Needless to say, I cried myself to sleep that night, but I left the video up anyways because the bath bomb was expensive and pretty. Moral of the story, children, is to not record anything when you are not 100% covered, because chances are your parents will flip the fuck out and take Snapchat away from you until you're 18.
Okay, so one time in 8th grade I was at the beach and I was feeling confident, and so I was with my friends and I took a photo and posted it in my Instagram. I woke up the next day and saw it had like 800 likes and 1000 shares, and I was so confused. So I looked at the picture again closer and realized one of my coochie lips was hanging out of my bikini, and the post had been up for like 12 hours and I was mortified. So I took it down and everyone bullied me at school for the next. One day my older sister was crying very loud in her room and I was concerned. I walked in and asked her what was wrong. She had just received news that her boyfriend cheated on her while he was out of town. So being the good little sister I am, I wanted revenge on her cheating ass now ex-boyfriend. We had a plan to sneak into his house and replace his shampoo with Nair hair removal cream. It was risky, but we were willing to do anything for revenge. We called his mom and told him he cheated on her and she was disappointed in him. We told her we wanted revenge and the mom was all for it. My older sister drove me to his house when he was gone and his mom was there. She let us in the house and we dumped out his shampoo and conditioner bottles and replaced both bottles with the hair removal cream and left. Later that night his mom sent us a video of my sister's ex-boyfriend running out of the bathroom screaming and crying naked because all his hair had fallen out after his shower and his head was burning, and my sister and I laughed our asses off, and I laughed so hard I peed my fucking pants. Never mess with our family period. Ha 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 fuck you Dylan.